Low-impact gopher control using traps and baits. A gopher is a member of the rodent family Rodentia, which is the suborder of mice and rats. Their family name is Geomidae. Knowing the family order is the first step in understanding control methods. The size and weight of a gopher is similar in size and weight to the Norway rat, Rattus norvegicus. There are 5 species of gophers in California. A common name for the gopher is pocket gopher, named for its external fur-lined cheek pouches. These pouches are used to carry food to a food storage area in the burrow system, known as a food cache. These pouches can be closed behind its teeth while digging, or when the gopher is gnawing, to protect the gopher's throat from debris. Gophers lead an almost total subterranean life, barely coming to surface. When they are seen outside of the burrow system, it's normally 1 to push out dirt while they're doing their burrow maintenance. 2 when the young are pushed out of the burrow as they become of age. 3 when a conflict occurs between 2 gophers. 4 when grazing above ground about a body's length or so from their tunnel opening. Gophers reach sexual maturity at about 1 year of age and can live up to 3 years when resources are plentiful. They use their sense of smell to locate their food, such as roots of trees, shrubs, and plants. They will also pull vegetation into the tunnel from below, and use it for food or nesting material. Gophers are non-social animals except during breeding season. Intruding gophers are violently repelled. Burrows extend 6 inches to 6 feet in depth, depending on climate, and are 2.5 to 3.5 inches in diameter. What makes gophers different from other burrowing rodents is that their burrows are generally plugged. If you're seeing open burrows or mounds, it's not going to be a gopher's. Sealing their mound allows the gopher to maintain temperature and humidity. Plugging also keeps predators out. It's important to know the range of a gopher because you may see a lot of damage in an area, but may only have a few gophers responsible. A young gopher's range is about 200 square feet, while an adult gopher may range around 2,200 square feet. A gopher pushes dirt out of the burrow away from its entrance, and the entrance to the burrow is found on the side. This is a key to identifying whether it's a gopher or a mole. A mole's entrance would be at the center of a mound. Notice the push marks in the soil as he pushed the soil away from the opening. Gophers do not hibernate and are active year-round, even though fresh mounding may not be seen. Gophers can be active at all hours of the day, and a heavy infestation may have 16 to 20 individuals per acre. When food is plentiful, as in a farm scenario during growing season, populations can be as high as 60 individuals per acre. When food is plentiful, such as in irrigated suburban areas, a female can have up to 3 litters per year with a litter size as high as 10. A female gopher, once it is of breeding age, can produce 1 to 3 litters per year with 5 to 6 young on average. When there's not a lot of food, as in non-irrigated areas, breeding usually occurs in late winter and early spring, resulting in only 1 litter per year. This is a fresh gopher mound and you can notice 2 things. The gopher's plug to its burrow system is on the edge of the mound, as indicated by arrow. The burrow is sealed tightly with the plug, which is several inches thick. Depending on soil type, the plug may be a little more robust. Understanding gopher biology can help you to determine where the gophers are. Each gopher can push up 1 to 3 mounds a day during active months when food is plentiful. Simply raking the mound gently, or flagging the mound a day or 2 prior to the job, will give you an indication of areas of greatest feeding or nesting. A typical burrow system has multiple holes with plugs. However, in diagram A you see that the areas around part of the tunnel system have been filled or blocked off. This will occur when the area has been disturbed by a predator, due to unsuccessful trapping, or due to environmental conditions such as water. In Figure B you can see small chambers. These can be nesting areas, food storage areas, or waste areas. Remember that when controlling gophers, you may have to increase the frequency of your service. This can occur if the soil is naturally loose, such as sand, sandy loam, or loam soil, or if there's an abundance of food resources. A gopher's nest can be from several feet to a few meters underground depending upon soil type, season, or in cold climates. The nest can be as large as 3 square meters for a single gopher. When inspecting for gophers, you may see some holes without mounds. These type of holes may not be as dense and are easily collapsible. The purpose of these holes vary. Some may be feeding holes or exit holes, and some may be used to control humidity or temperature of the tunnel system, similar to heating or air conditioning in a home. Examples of damage caused by gophers. Damage can include injuries to people in parks and school grounds, turf damage, damage to mowing equipment, killing of trees, shrubs and desired vegetation. Injuries to livestock such as cattle, sheep, and horses, damage to slopes, structural foundation weakening, undermining of walkways. Here's an example of some unique damage. Gopher mounds were under the shrubs, choking off the base of the shrubs and creating fungus damage. Some points of discussion to consider when evaluating a gopher problem are: gophers can easily damage lawn sprinklers and yard lights when tunneling. Their tunnels can divert irrigation water, leading to soil erosion. Diversion of water can ruin the growth of trees, shrub and vines. All these types of damage could interfere with mowing equipment, lawn compactions and turf aesthetics. Here's an example of a damaged irrigation line. Here's an example of damaged turf in a park. Here's damage in a landscape area. Notice the pavers have sunk in some areas and are no longer aesthetically pleasing. These pavers have been undermined by gophers. When gophers are on a hillside, water can accumulate in burrows and lead to slope failure. What do you see here? Damage by gophers to weed barriers, thus defeating the barrier's purpose.